all the time, find and build and grow your village.
Facts.
Your village may look different from mine, but if you think that, look, this world will have us thinking, because it is, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of threats out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's plenty of crazies.
Absolutely.
It's plenty of crazier than people, crazier than the typical crazy and all that kind of stuff. But it's also some folks out here with some sense.
It is.
It's also some good people and some decent people. And the reason you don't run into them every time you in the mall and Walmart, every time you bump shoulders with somebody, because most of them minding their own business, living their life, preparing for all the craziness that they see.
Facts. It does.
And you know, I'm excited to bring our guest up. We getting ready to bring our guest up, y'all.
Y'all, we got a guest for y'all.
Yeah.
And like you said, we met him through the beautiful Tarsha.
Yes.
Triple Threat Firearms and
Yes.
Defense.
These is facts.
Another amazing content creator. The person we're bringing up is an amazing content creator. Got big things going, big things to come.
Exactly. It's almost like they have like a vision.
Like a vision.
It's almost like they have
a vision
like
of what
might be
in
coming.
You know, getting things ready.
Yeah, like almost like being prepared or something.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Okay. You know, that sounds like a smart fella if you got the vision to be prepared about what you obviously see going on in the world. Okay. So without further ado,
our Friday fave is the one, the only.
Bam.
Hey.
Yes.
What's going on, fam? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Hey, you know, I'm doing the things. Good morning, good evening, chat. How's everybody doing? I'm just
doing great.
I'm humbled to be here and to be able to hang out with y'all.
Thank you for being here.
No, it's the feeling is mutual, bro. The feeling is mutual.
Absolutely. And yes, Tarsha, it is all your fault. And Tarsha, she knows that's my ride and die right there. Anything she needs, all she gotta do is pick up the phone. Period. That's it. Yes.
Tarsha is amazing.
She is. Mm-hmm. She's beyond sweet. She's beyond a good person, more than a teacher. But you just said something I want to say. I want you to elaborate and we can take it. We can go from there. How important do you think that is in this day and age? Because you said all she has to do is pick up the phone.
That's it. That's what our generation did. We knew we had people we could count on no matter where, when, or what time.
Yes.
And that's what people need to get back to, is the human interaction and friendships versus, you know, sending a text or hitting me up on Instagram and all. I get all that. But, you know, at the end of the day, you really need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Pick up the phone.
Absolutely.
Right.
And call.
Absolutely.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And Tarsha knows that.
You know, to have those levels of and like you said, back when we were younger, that was just life.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's almost considered a level of intimacy because it's grown to be that it actually is. To actually talk to somebody, to actually pick up the phone, that's something that it's a lost art in a lot of ways.
Yes, that's right. It is.
And to have connectivity with people and persons who this is the downside of it, people who worthy of that level of your attention.
Right.
Because the world is so what it is now.
Yes. You have to earn that trust. You got to earn it. It's not given, it's earned. You want my time, you want to be with me, you need to talk with me, you want to communicate with me, you got to show me something that's worthy of me spending my time, because that's the only thing on this planet we can never get back is time.
100%. 100%.
And everybody doesn't deserve it. Everybody doesn't deserve your time. Everybody doesn't deserve your energy.
Yes. Absolutely. And that's one of the things that prompted me to do that pop-up yesterday. It was impromptu, but our time, we can't go out in the Atlantic or in the Pacific and fish for more time.
Right.
We can't go to any location and dig up. I don't care what kind of excavators you get. You're not finna dig up more time in this world, in this realm of existence. And the older most of us get, we come to that realization of the actualization of our actual mortality.
Exactly.
It deserves to be spent with worthy, worthwhile people. And it ain't nothing wrong, in my opinion, with vetting and really kind of microscoping people, because the world crazy.
Yes, it is.
Preparedness do and talk about, man. Go tell us about that, bro.
So my channel's young. I started my channel this past April, but I also have a business called Vision Preparedness, where we focus on medical supplies and what we have our own branded VFAC kit, to prepare people for emergencies. There's so many people out here, and I'm gonna tell a quick story. This last school mass shooting, and this brought tears to my eyes when I watched the news, because I understood it. I think it was in Texas, the last mass shooting. The majority of those kids died because nobody knew anything of medical treatment and how to save these babies from gunshot wounds. A simple tourniquet and a pressure bandage could have saved more lives than were lost. And that just broke my heart, because there's so much education out here. If they arm these schools with the proper medical stuff that could treat when something like that happens. Because when the police get there, they're not there to rescue the wounded. They're there to stop their threat. They're going to step over that person that's been shot to go do what they need to do. EMS is not coming in until the place is secure. So by then, a lot of lives are lost. So that's part of the premise of why I started my company. I come from a family of law enforcement, medical, and all of that, and military. So that's just natural for me. So we did that, and I'm doing that. And then one of my guys in my close circle said, dude, you need a YouTube channel. And I was like, why? Said, we out here doing the things. We out here changing lives and helping folks and doing stuff. And I said, you know what? Let's do that. And then I started meeting all of these amazing people. Once that I started my preparedness channel, I met the triple threats, y'all, the bougie preppers, the angry preppers, all of these huge channels. And I'm like, good Lord. Okay, I'm gonna just do my thing, stay in my lane, head down, and we're gonna grind. And that's exactly what we do.
Yeah. And you know something, Vision? The one of the first conversations we had, I think it was actually on one of Torsa's lives that we actually got to be on simultaneously, and I got to chop it up with you.
Right.
And we were actually talking about tourniquets and IFACs. Tourniquet. And the reason, in my opinion, that training is so important and so crucial and so vital, and this is kind of where it was a spark. It was a spark.
Yes. There was. Right. Right. The match lit.
I think even if you're using a model, if you're using a dummy of sorts, I think especially for people who exist within the preparedness community, the 2A community, Be Ready community. This is my wife. This is the love of my life. Place nothing above except the good Lord. Should I find myself in a position where I have to put an actual tourniquet on this woman, I need to know what it feels like to have her flesh being twisted and bound and cranked down to a point where it actually stops the venous bleeding, the bright red blood flow that squirts. I need to know that it's going to hurt her to help her.
It's going to hurt. It is supposed to hurt. It's going to hurt. Yes, it's going to hurt. When you apply a tourniquet, you literally are compressing the veins, the muscles, the capillaries, everything to stop that bleed.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's going to hurt. It's going to be probably the most excruciating pain you've ever felt. But it's going to save your life on top of that. Yep. Folks, there's a national Stop the Bleed course that is free. Find one and take it. They show you, you get hands-on training, how to use a tourniquet, how to do wound packing, how to stop the bleed, how to use pressure bandages. The classes are free.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost a dime.
Yeah.
Take an hour, 4 hours, take the class.
Yep.
You know?
Please, everybody who can. And I want to say, Trent, I think Vision Preparedness, I want to say between 2009 and 2010, the United States Army actually transitioned from airflow to stop the bleed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because what they discovered is that in combat situations, you worried about airflow, you worried about this and that. No, people bleeding out before you even tilt their neck back to even start trying to administer CPR. Not to mention that the proportions and the effort that you put and the compressions that you put on the body exacerbate the bleeding. So find bleeding first, stop the bleeding, and then do everything else after that. Right.
That's absolutely correct.
These are real circumstances, real situations, and real issues that people who exist within the preparedness community have to have their minds wrapped around.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to stop the bleed. CPR is second and first most. You got to stop the bleed. After you get that under control, if they need the CPR, then you start chest compressions. And I am no medical expert other than what I know and when been taught by my oldest brother was a lieutenant, EMS, med flight medic, all of that. I've seen some stuff just hanging out and riding with him. And I learned a lot, but get as much training as you guys can get, period. Buy a simple, get a good certified cat tourniquet, soft T. Those are the ones that are certified by the TCCC, Tactical Combat Casualty Care. That's all you want. You could even reach out to me and I can give you recommendations. I'm not here to sell you nothing because it ain't about selling. I have a job that does me very well. So I'm not here to peddle my wares. I'm here to tell y'all the life you may save will either be your own or your loved ones, period.
Well, I beg to differ. And you remain humble, sir. I'll pick up on this end. The reason that I suggest and we suggest if you do have said items available, we encourage everybody to go to you, check out your channel, check out what you have to offer, check out the things that could be beneficial, because we would much rather promote someone who's indulging and promoting life-saving concepts and life-saving tools rather than life-destroying concepts and life-destroying tools. Right. So you stay humble. You ain't got to toot your own horn. You ain't got to pop your own collar. I'm going to pop your collar for you.
I appreciate that, and that's what it's all about. Our website is almost done. and we're bringing so much to the market. We're once the website's done, and actually, I'm blaming Tarsha again. We're going to be that's my girl, and her skills. She got mad skills. I'm talking mad skills to the point where you will step back, turn around, and just walk away.
Yeah,
because she don't play. Yeah. So we're bringing some online courses and platform to everybody that we're going to be offering courses online.
Nice.
And she's amazing. We're having a bug out weekend in Ohio in this coming May, where everybody around the country can show up, and we're going to hang out in the woods and rough it for 2 days and get to know each other. Nice. And I've had some heavy hitters reach out to me and say, I'm coming. And it's going to be cool. And we're going to be having some free classes. Everything's free. Saturday night, I'm feeding everybody. Me and my boys bringing our food truck in. We're going to have barbecue, brisket, pulled pork, ribs, side macaroni and cheese, baked. We feeding everybody Saturday night. So more details to come. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. That is, you know, it is so important. It is so important for people to understand, in my opinion, in my estimation, what some of this may actually taste, smell, and feel like when you really in those situations.
That's right. It'll change your life.
It change your life. And at a minimum, I don't think people got their minds wrapped around how when you really out in the woods and you don't have any disposable electricity. I'm not talking about the electricity you preserve for your comms. I'm not talking about the electricity that you preserve for other important issues. I'm talking about you go without until you absolutely need it. Y'all, it's quiet as hell out there.
Yeah.
It's boring. You find yourself all inside your head because for the first time, it ain't no cell phone, it ain't no TV, it ain't no computer, no distractions. All you can think about is the circumstances that you confronted with, and you have nothing to take it away from you.
That's absolutely right.
People need to experience that. People need to feel that, taste that. And again, some of your equipment as far as life I call them life preservation tools because that's what they really are. It is beyond important to really introduce yourself into what it feels like to use some of these tools, so at least a little bit of your mind can be wrapped around it.
Yes.
Now, that's what I was gonna say. You have to train, and what you're doing is so important because you have to. When you're in that situation, you're panicking. You're all over the place.
Thank you, baby.
But if you put it into that skill, into muscle memory, and you know it's like second nature, it will kick in.
Exactly.
Like I was in the medical field for over 20 years. I see a lot of stuff. I've had to do a lot of stuff. And when you're in panic mode, you have to rely on your training.
Exactly.
You're gonna go somewhere else. You know, so you have to have that training so you know what to do and when to do it. So that is amazing. I wish I could go so I could dust off some of my skills and things like that.
Y'all can show up. Y'all can show up.
On trip.
Y'all invited. And the great thing is, you know, everything's free that we're doing. We're gonna have some classes. Tarsha's gonna teach some classes. Some of my guys are gonna teach some classes. I'm gonna teach some classes, and I'm working with some medics I know. We're going to have them do a free Stop the Bleed course for everybody that's there. We're going to make sure that happens. And I'm not going to give away everything because there's going to be so much stuff that we're going to give away to everybody that comes. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It ain't about me. I could care less. I'm nobody. But if I can help somebody learn something they don't know or wanted to know, I've accomplished my job. And that's why I started my channel.
And I rebuke your statement, sir, because you are somebody and you're doing a whole lot. So I adamantly disagree with you. And I just want to say, now, usually we like to give 100% of attention to our guests. But I'm looking at the chat and I'm looking at you.
I'm seeing it.
That Vision Prepper said. A lot of people have said a lot of things, but because she's been on my mind the last couple of days anyway, she said, you have to practice with your preps.
Absolutely.
That's right.
You have to practice.
And you have to. Bougie's one of my people. Okay. Yeah. I have grabbed her and pulled her in and she's in my inner circle. And guess what we studying right now? We getting ready to take our ham radios license test for ham radios. And she reached out and said she wanted to be part of it. I said, come on, we're going to learn together. Because one of my guys in his group, that's his thing, is ham radios. So he's teaching all of us.
That's amazing. So, how you can connect with people, like you said earlier, people that you might not know this, but you want to know more about it, so you can connect to this person and that person from all across the world and learn things and be able to connect with each other and fill those gaps. You know what I'm saying? So that's amazing.
And you know, y'all, for the chat, for everybody who watching this on replay, for everybody who live right now, if you see Brother Trent, you see Vision Preparedness. This is what selflessness looked like. And this is what being humble looked like, because something that he said, he's alluded to this before. We see you. We see you out in the YouTube. He said it to us. If you don't know something, connect yourself with somebody who does. This
Absolutely.
is how you build a community. This, we like to say village. This is how you build a village.
That's right.
On knowledge.
That's how you do it all. That's how
exactly. Yep. I don't know everything, and I never will. And if somebody tells you they know everything, you turn and you run from that person because they're lying.
That part.
As fast as you can.
Exactly.
Everybody who's an expert on everything about every subject, they got a whole. They just got it figured out. You need to get the hell. Excuse me, y'all. If you got kids in the car, tell them earmuffs. Tell the kid earmuffs. Get the hell away from those people as fast as you can, because that is expeditiously, because that's a liability. Yeah, that's a walking, talking, breathing liability that will get you and everybody you love and care about hurt or caught up in situations that could otherwise have been avoided.
Right.
Preach, preacher.
Away from those people.
That's right. You're right. And it's like this community. When I came across you, I started watching your channel. I'm like, see, they're real. They can only be who they are. Y'all are real. And I'm a fan. Every time y'all do something, I try to chime in. I always hit the like button regardless and keep it moving. And I see a lot of people in the chat. Urban Garden Chronicles, Triple Threat. She knows. She got it like that. Bougie Prepper, whole bunch of folks. I see everybody. I speak. I try to speak. I try to support everybody I can while I'm still doing my thing.
Of course. It's hard.
And that's the name of the game. Yeah. That's the name of the game.
I mean, you're growing. You're growing. And we recently have reached over, we reached out 1K. And that's been great, and that's fine. But the thing is, even before that point, it's hard to keep up with 600 people or 700. It's almost impossible.
Right.
But here's where success is possible. If your larger contingent is grown folk, is mature people that understand and realize that we on the other side of the planet. half the time y'all awake, we sleep. The halftime we sleep, y'all awake. Like having people who understand and have the maturity to possess that, the acceptance that everybody doesn't miss you on purpose. Everybody don't miss your content on purpose. We do what you said, Brother Trent, in and out. We give a like. We watch what we can as long as we can, and then keep it pushing. We got lives too. Right. We trying to have a run and operate a business over here.
Right.
And much time as we spend online, y'all don't see the sacrifice that it takes to do that.
Right.
So I appreciate you saying that, man, because that means a lot.
Like you said, when you reached out to me, I was like, okay, I'm like, dude, whatever y'all need, all you got to do is ask, period. I will stop my time and make time for y'all because y'all are important to me.
Thank you.
And that's the name of the game. It is about building those relationships. You know, absolutely. I'm waiting for y'all to come back to the States whenever, whatever. If in Triple Threat, she gonna die laughing when I say this. When I gotta call up my boys and get the black helicopter up and going, I'll roll out, come wherever y'all at, and we can hang out.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got some folks all over, man.
We really do.
Ohio.
That's it. Yeah. Ohio, home of the Buckeyes, number 2 in the country. Number 2 on the way to a national championship.
You've been doing good. Calm down. We don't want to hear all that.
Bruh.
We don't want to hear all that.
Die hard Buckeye. Die hard. I was born on a game day.
We don't want to hear all that.
I ain't mad at y'all. We can do this back and forth all day. We can count national championships. We can count Heisman trophies. We can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Anywho,
they hate us.
So you said something about the business, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
You know,
He can take it all the way back to Major Applewhite here in a minute. He's going to talk about, early 90s, 2000, football. Yeah.
Oh, I'm old for a reason. I can go back to the only 2-time Heisman Trophy winner.
You know what, sir? We don't want to hear your Heisman stories.
I love y'all. See, that's what I'm talking about. We can agree to disagree and keep it moving. But y'all inspire me as a couple, as a husband and wife.
Oh, thank you.
Because y'all on the same page, you marching together, and it ain't easy. I get it. Been down that road, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, burned it, grew too small. and so forth and so on. But y'all got my attention because you're always on the same page. And I know you're not always, because that's life.
We know what you mean.
But the bond you guys have, at the end of the day, only thing that matters is each other. And I commend y'all for that.
Thank
and
you.
I saw earlier in the chat, Odom was celebrating 17 years. Bruh, we've never met, but congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing something right.
Yeah.
And that's all we can do in life. That's it.
That's it. We thank you for saying that. And I believe like congratulations again to Odoms. We headed towards 21 years
together.
16 married.
That's a milestone.
But the thing is, the longer you live through these circumstances and this being together, something I've learned is to be humble.
Yes, you have to.
I will never take the approach that, hell, we both still uncomfortable, and the longer we together, the older we get, we have people, younger people, asking us, how did you do this? How did you that?
Right.
Look, just sometimes count yourself blessed and leave it at that, without having a whole bunch of made up, make-believe answers. And I'm not saying that other people aren't more insightful than we do, but just because something worked out for us,
that's right,
and it didn't work out for somebody else, does not mean that we
there's no secret.
Yeah.
There's no Don't magic something you do.
Yeah.
You know, he's my friend. I respect him. I'm his friend. He respects me, and everything kind of flows from that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly. Yeah. Like my dad used to always tell me, every time I'd ask him, Dad, I'm doing this and I'm having this issue, his answer, his patent answer was, just keep living, son.
That's woo.
Just keep living.
Say it again for the people.
Just keep living.
Keep living.
In other words, he's telling me he may not know the answer, but you're going to figure it out the older you get and the more you grow.
Yes. Yes.
It'll come to you. And that's where I'm at now. And, you know, at the end of the day, all I want to do is sit on the porch, hang out with my grandkids, my kids. I'm satisfied. I got what I needed and what I wanted. I'm out in a rural area on 5 acres, woods, got the barn, self-reliant, filling my gaps, doing what I need to do. I'm trying to enjoy life in the middle of all this chaos.
Yes.
You know, I don't fit my life into preparedness. Preparedness fits into my life.
That's right.
Y'all heard what that man said? Did y'all hear what that man said?
Exactly. I'm going to live life. And, you know, we can all have all the gear and the equipment and the plans and the tools and the toys. But if you're not training, practicing, and enjoying life, you're going to have problems.
Yeah.
Because the world is problems.
Yes.
Period.
But if you take it one day at a time, and I'm not going to preach, but, you know, there's a point that I can only do so much. I leave the rest up to God. Period.
Yeah.
And
all you can do.
No. You know, and I've had this conversation with Vision Prepper.
Right.
I hope she don't mind me saying it. The few times we've been able to kind of talk. That's something that I love about her. It drew me to her even more closely, and it drew me to you even more closely, because y'all remember I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, that old movie?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You remember where old boy, when they was getting ready to go handle business, and he had like on 40 holsters and
then exactly.
And then he walked outside and walked straight out the door and slipped on the bullet and just laid on the ground doing like this right here. He had all the preparation. He had all the everything he needed. But us who believe in being prepared, those of, like what you just said was profound.
Yeah, it was.
It fits into your life. You feel that way. Bougie feel that way. It's something about remembering that you have to continue living.
Right.
That's it.
That you have to find a balance between dealing with everyday life as best you can while being prepared for the known threats, the unknown threats, the potential, the known unknowns, the known unknown knowns, and all of that kind of stuff. Like, you have to anticipate it all, but you also have to continue to enjoy your life. Bruh, we need you in this world, in this space so bad. We need a Bougie so bad. Yes. We need people to understand that I'm doing what I'm doing for a reason.
Exactly.
But I want to continue to live and enjoy my life, because none of this ends with me or with us. Right.
You're absolutely right. You just said it. It don't end with us. I'm trying to reach some younger folks to say, hey, this is how it is. What you see may not be reality, because there's always somebody behind the curtain pulling the knobs.
Yes.
And for y'all young folks in the chat, if you don't understand me, go back and watch the movie, the original Wizard of Oz.
The Oz. I knew you were finna say that. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you see folks killing each other over politics.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Don't matter if you red or blue. They're both being controlled by the same entity.
Period.
So, right.
And no, you're right, bro. Yeah. And I'm gonna say something else. And I know this may sound weird to some for us to be black folk sitting over here in Africa from East Texas. It is the year 2022, baby. A whole bunch of what once was no longer is. We need to build and find and grow our village. Color be down, height be down, weight be down. It's about what can you bring into the fold that we trying to build and grow. Because we talked about these tourniquets earlier.
Right.
If I find myself in an unfortunate set of circumstances and I got a 5.56 going through my left shin, I don't give a damn what color you are. I need somebody who can apply that tool properly below my knee. That's all I need. That's all I want. That's what I need.
That's all I want. Right.
Unfortunately, we are at a place in humanity where some of us still got to grow up and realize, man, everybody. Ooh, I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss some people off. Some of y'all, I hope y'all still love me after this. Everybody, and this goes for everybody. This is across the board. This for all, everybody. Hold on, I'm gonna clutch my pearls while I say it, Vision.
Go ahead. I'm gonna take my hat off and listen.
Everybody who look like you might not care about you as much as you want them to.
Say it. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
That I'm not happy about that.
Right.
I'm not happy about that. But this delusion that just because we share some similarities versus what we as humans are confronted with in the year 2022 and the foreseeable future. If you're not finding people who you can love and glom on to, who truly care about you from somewhere deep inside, beyond all the superficial things that we've been trained and conditioned to dislike and hate and disregard and not love one another over, you already a lost cause.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell this story, and she'll probably be mad at me, maybe, but that's okay. We'll both grow together and get over it. When Tarsha was sick, I was talking to her multiple times every day, checking on her and making sure she was okay. If she needed something, I told her, I said, what you need, whatever you need, you just say it. If I got to get in my truck and ride to Georgia, I'm coming, stacked, packed, and locked. So what do you need? But I was just checking on her because I want her to know, hey, I'm here if you need something.
Yeah.
I ain't asking for nothing in return. I ain't asking for none of that. I care for her as a human being and as a woman.
Yes.
One thing you didn't hear me say was color. Don't care what color you are. Because that's the second biggest trick the devil ever played on people on this planet is the color of your skin. I don't care about the color of your skin. All I'm asking you is to treat me with respect, and I will do the same, and we'll get along great.
Yep.
So, see, y'all make me go somewhere every time I see y'all, you know, because as I've learned, I'm old for a reason. Although I ain't that old, but I'm old for a reason. and I've been around older people. My dad always told me when older people are talking, you close your mouth and listen because you may learn something because they've been around just a little bit longer. So I'm out here just doing what I can, trying to help folks and learn at the same time. That's it. I see a whole bunch of folks in the chat that I know, that I've seen, that I've run across, that I associate with. I love all y'all. And Triple Threat knows I don't like people.
Same.
I don't like people. And if she laughs at me, she's like, how can you say that? I said, I don't. I love everybody, but I don't like people.
She says the same thing. Y'all have no clue how little of a people person I actually am. I like look, I love all of y'all. That don't mean I necessarily like you. I don't want to see you every look, man.
Correct.
It feels strange. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's people, there's haters. And people get mad talking about haters. I said, why are you mad? They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're a hater, so they go hate. Okay, I know that's clear. That's good. You going over there, you hate. I'm going here and keep it moving. Yeah.
Vision. That is literally like getting mad at a dog for barking. Now,
exactly.
You wish they would shut up. You wish they would be quiet, but that's their nature. That's what they do. They lack the ability to communicate with you on a more profound level, so they do the only thing they know how to do is keep up noise.
Exactly.
In the year 2022, we need so desperately to find our village, regardless of the complexities and the dynamics that may exist within your village.
Correct. Yep.
I don't think it's hit the greater part of humanity that there are some things that I believe we are beyond as humans, especially within the United States.
Yes.
There are certain things that if you're in 1963 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 to roll around again, you crazy as hell. You wasting your time. I'm not saying people can't build communities and do this and that, but if you want what once was the before time, the long ago, that shit ain't happening no more.
No.
People live in intermixed and intertwined communities. There, you can have predominantly this side of town and predominantly that side of town. But guess what, baby? Some of everybody still live there. You just don't see them because they're in their house minding their own business.
Minding their own business. Exactly. And that's what I do. And you don't let everybody in your community, in your family, in your village. I vet people all the time. I mean, I got people in my circle from coast to coast and out of the country. But I've taken time to develop those relationships and learn to say to some folks, no, I can't ride with you because you doing some stuff that I don't appreciate or like. And that's my opinion. I'm not putting you down. You do your thing. I'm going to do my thing. So, you know, that's how we got to be.
You know, I have a saying, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 10 dimes any day. I would rather have 4 quarters than 10 dimes because if you put 4 people in my life, that's 25% in all times, in all circumstances, all situations, versus 10 people giving me 10% because one of those 10% willing to stab me in the back. It's harder for 25% to do the same thing. It's just like I hear people, I see the world, I see the way everything is going. And I think because of the conditioning that we fall victim to societally and globally, it's like, okay, let's fix this big mass thing over here. Let's fix it. How about you take your behind and you find 3 or 4 people of substance and quality and value, and you vet those handful of people and include them in your life. And then y'all 3 or 4 people collectively go find another 3 or 4.
That's how you do it.
But all of this overnight, let's just make this big thing.
No. Because when I build something, I'm building it to last. I've done several lives and videos about building a community. And Tarsha, she'll laugh, and I won't tell the whole thing, but I only need 3. I need 3. And I got 3 that I've known for 20 plus years. We can do and take over anything we want with this 3 of us. And those are the people you have to include in your life, because at any given moment, everything can go south. And you hear folks talk about, well, I don't know anybody. Okay, I get that. So that means you need to go out and do something.
Mm-hmm.
Go somewhere, talk to somebody like-minded, and be friends. Make friends. Trust somebody, but make them earn your trust. Yeah.
That part.
Yeah. Y'all just bring it all out of me. Every time I see y'all get to talking and I'm like, see, them is good people right there because you'll understand this when I say this. Game recognizes game.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Good, bad, or indifferent. And good people will gravitate towards each other.
Yes.
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 And they'll build those connections, those relationships that will last a lifetime. Period.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done preaching. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all having me. Check out my channel. I don't know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care what y'all do. Support these folks. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. Share it out. Do everything. Join Coffee Club. Do whatever. Buy them a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Whatever. Help these folks out because they take their time and effort to make time for y'all and just come out and do what they do. They don't have to be there right now. They don't have to be here. They're in Africa. It's probably 8 o'clock at night or something. I don't know.
Yeah, almost.
Literally. So, I got a meeting I got to jump on in 15 minutes, but I made time for y'all because y'all are important to me, and I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much.
Vision, I just have one more question for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just feel like, I feel like we're all put here to be of service to others. Mm-hmm. Every job and career that I've done, that was what I did. I helped people and I enjoyed it. And that was my calling. That's what I felt like I was supposed to do. We're doing it in a different way now than our careers.
Right.
But I just want to know, with everything you have going on, what are your hopes and your dreams for your channel?
So that's funny y'all said that, because when I started my channel, my number one goal was to put out information that'll help one person. That's it. I don't care about getting monetized. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care. The numbers and all of that stuff, I pay no attention to. My number one thing is to put content out. My goal is, I don't care how big the channel gets, that somebody can say in a conversation, talking about whatever the topic is, say, you know what? There's this brother I saw on YouTube.
Yeah.
That was talking about the same thing. And Vision, somebody or whoever, go find him. He'll tell you exactly what you're looking for. That's the goal of my channel. All I'm trying to do is want to provide an answer to people's questions, period. And have some fun along the way. Hang out with y'all, hang out with whoever, hang out with Triple Threat, and learn some stuff. If we get to 1K, wonderful. If we stay at 700, wonderful.
No, sir, that won't
be. Get there.
You're gonna get there. And I'm picking up everything you put down, and I genuinely believe you. I'm telling you, it's so much about you to remind me of her. Cause Boucher Prep the same. It's like y'all kindred spirit. So she could care less in a lot of ways, and I genuinely believe after watching you, knowing you, watching your content, you really feel that way. That's where we come in. Because if when we see value in something, it could be the third, fourth, seventh thing on your mind. Right. We would do everything within our power, within our platform to elevate, push, show, make sure everybody has wind of, because what you're doing is so important. Yes. Sadly, we live in a world, especially back in where we from in the States. You alluded to the incident in Texas earlier, one of the last major incidents of that nature. Right. It is so important for people to train with these tools that you have available for them to get.
That's right.
And really wrap the mind, because, and we've talked about this in the live before in passing, we've had a conversation. Baby said it earlier, muscle memory. Before you really, really, really realize, oh wow, this is we've all been there. Sometimes it's a car auto accident. Sometimes it's a circumstance with a death in the family where you just get hit with this big dump of adrenaline and emotion and all of this stuff.
Right.
You need to have your mind and your body somewhat acclimated to say, I'm really finna do this, but I've trained on this before, so I can go ahead and crank this down.
Do it. That's right.
I know I'm living a life.
Yeah, and you don't hesitate because you have the muscle memory, you have the training, you know how to do it. You just go into action mode and start doing the things. Period. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. You know, I am very humble. I'll say that because I've lived life. I've made more mistakes than probably the average person, but I have still been shown favor because I'm here for a reason. And this is one of my reasons.
Yes,
you know, my other reasons are in school right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes.
Those are my other reasons. And I got another reason coming into this world next week.
Okay.
And it's a girl. So everybody go to the back of the line because she's going to be the first grandbaby. The granddaughter, rather. I got grandsons. Yeah. But she's going to be the first grandbaby. I got grandsons. So they all going to go to the back of the line. Yes. Yeah.
Congratulations.
But, thank you. But I appreciate y'all. I do have to go. I'd stay here with y'all all day long. But, you know, one love. Like me and my boys always say when we part, one love.
One love.
Because we, our family, I don't care how far across the pond, what other continent you on. Anytime y'all need anything from this black man, all you got to do is reach out, period.
Thank you,
in the story.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate y'all. Chat, all y'all in the chat, I love y'all. Tarsha, I'll talk to you later. Bougie, I'll talk to you later. You know, all that. But folks, smash that like button. Share this out, okay? These folks here, I want to see these folks get to 1.5K. I want to see them get to 2K, okay? Y'all need to do that for them because they put in time and effort. All these content creators. And like you said earlier, you don't see the struggles and the priorities that y'all put off to do what you do here on these YouTube streets.
Thank you.
And I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate
you. We appreciate you, bro.
I'm going to go eat some Popeyes just for y'all.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Enjoy lobster.
They bought back the big box. So I'm going to go get a big box.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I heard.
You enjoy us, man. You enjoy us.
I
love y'all. Exactly. I love y'all. I appreciate you having me on. I truly do. I'm humbled. And as I said, anything y'all need, just let me know.
We appreciate you, brother. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you much, folks. Thank y'all much. I got to go. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all. All right. Have a blessed evening. Have an amazing weekend. Stay safe. And keep on prepping and stacking and packing, folks.
Right.
That is, y'all. Vision Preparedness, ladies and gentlemen. Vision Preparedness. Thank you, brother. Hey.
Y'all, that was Vision Preparedness. That was an amazing interview. That was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
And
we could have talked to Vision for a lot longer.
For real.
We had to go.
And I mean, and it's like, you know, usually, and it wasn't like, because the energy's still here. Mm-hmm. It's still a good vibe. But damn it, we all grown. Sometimes we got to talk about like some grown folk stuff.
We owe it to each other in this community to talk about these things.
Say it, baby.
And share knowledge with each other so we're all prepared. Because you don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yes.
So we need to get all that knowledge from wherever we can find it, from people that are willing to give it and those that are willing to receive it. Like minds, everybody builds your community, and we can all, coexist and learn from each other, and be all right.
And be okay.
Share this information.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to share this information. We're supposed to help each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be there for each other. Now, you can't be that for everybody.
Right.
You can't do that with everybody.
Right.
But the ones that are willing and the ones that are, open to receive that, then it should be free flowing both ways. Until next time, y'all know what we be doing.
Be in country in another country. Peace.